Hey guys, Joko here. I'm going to be doing a mission in the Apache, which I've been learning recently, called Reservoir Fight, which is one of the two that you get with the Apache to begin with. Uh, I'm hoping maybe this would help somebody understand how to think their way through this mission, or if you're new to the Apache, to give you an idea of the things that you need to do, maybe what you need to think about. I'm not an expert, but I've been learning quite a bit about this, and I've seen other people do this mission. They do it really in a way that takes longer. It just looks difficult to such an extent where it does not need to be difficult. Um, so I'll give you the overview quickly. So insurgents have came into these villages here and took over. They'll have a stronghold in one of these villages. Wait, I'll put that down there so that you can read that. If you're maybe struggling with this mission or something like that, that's just what I'm trying to help people out here. So, village 1, 2, 3, 4. The stronghold's going to be in one of these villages or surrounding villages near there. They've come in here, they've set up anti-aircraft artillery here. And down here, they've got an early warning radar. So, my objectives, the first objective is to destroy that early warning radar and move up to battle point 54, where a Georgian strike force will be moving up towards here, and I need to destroy the AAA, obviously, because I will not be able to operate if they've got AAA in the area. They'll kill me. So once that Georgian force moves up, there will be another team, a US army team, that will come up and set up a FARP, which is a forward air refueling point. So I'll be able to rearm, refuel, etc. Although I might not have to be honest. I don't know if I'm going to be flying for that long or use that many weapons. So once I move up here, destroy the AAA, eliminate any other threats that are in the area. The Georgian force will move up and a helicopter will come up. That's what I need to destroy that radar for, so they've got no warning for that coming up. Because if I'm not 100% sure, but I think they have. I'll look at the threat. It says no non threats, but I think they have man pads. It's things like iglas and basically anti-aircraft missiles. So I need to destroy that, destroy the AAA, and then that force will come up and they'll search for wherever this stronghold is. That's the radar there that I need to destroy. It's not a really clear picture, but it's just giving me an idea where you need to target on the dam. So that is on that dam right there, dam EW radar. I'll just start and get into it. This mission starts cold and dark, so Okay, so now I'm in the cockpit. Just get it started up. Motor brakes off. Probably should not have done that before testing.
Engine 1 fire. Engine 2 fire.
So get it started up quickly,
fire.
and then you need
fire.
to enter all the data points for your map. So do that as fast as I can. Fire system's good. Just waiting the AP restart. And we're good. Just start the left engine. While I'm waiting for that to start, I'll just start the data entry right now. Which is the best. Start that engine. Are we there? Need to request startup, although it never works in this mission.
Request startup. 2, negative.
No, it never works. Start the engine anyway. So I've got to add these points, which are basically either navigation points or information. Six, V6, 8. No, it's fine. That was strange. Start the right engine. Once it stabilises at 25%, that's good to go. It's the NG value. Just keep adding these points. It's a bit of a pain doing this because I think they were supposed to add data cartridges, but they ain't done that yet, so you need to just either do it in the map or do it manually, which can take a while, obviously. do not know why that's defaulting to 16, but P. These three characters are, so that's the ident is basically telling you what it is. So BP is a battle point. I'm not 100% sure what all of these mean. I know that's anti-aircraft, so AAA, but that'll be identifying what it is in the system. So if, for example, if you've seen the BR or BP in the map, then you would know that's a battle point. It's pretty clear. Or AAA, that would come up as the symbol would be an enemy AAA battery. 15890. So awkward doing this in VR. I'm trying to type with a keyboard, but I can't see the keyboard, so it takes a bit longer. When I'm entering these, I just make sure when I actually put it in that the altitude's correct or close to the one that's expected. Oops. So time consuming. This is done. Thankfully, that is like the most time consuming part of these missions, I've noticed. In the red flag mission that you get with the Apache that is Nevada, then you actually get 2 of these, which are, I'm pretty sure the list is longer, so it takes forever before you can actually get airborne.
RPM
Just
low.
get ready to fly. Just turning on the lights to make it easier. Or kind of simulating, I suppose. If it was multiplayer or something like that, you'd want the lights on because it helps players to see you. Both sight the eye has. I better tell the co-pilot to start getting things ready.
Roger.
So you'll start up the laser, the fire control
port side into
radar,
the front.
stuff like that.
RLWR is powered. Startup complete.
Just making sure everything looks normal. And we're all good. And one thing, if you play this mission, don't hover when you take off, because this guy, for some reason, one of the times I've done this mission, that guy turned round and just popped down, and then say they're to eject. So when you take off, just take off forward. And I've actually just made a really time-consuming mistake. I need to rearm. So these are the outboard. I'm going to put 2 laser Hellfires on the outboard stations. And these have actually got a longer range than the laser Hellfire's the Kilo variant, which is the AGM 114K. And the rest are going to be radar missiles, which have got a shorter range, but obviously they can be fired exclusively with the radar. You can actually laze for the radar missile, but because it's got a shorter range, it's not as good to use just the radar missiles. I think the radar missile is 2 kilometers shorter, so it's going to be 8 kilometers, and the laser one's going to be 10 kilometers max range, or 11 kilometers, something like that. Just take the extra fuel. And of course the longbow fire control radar, which I'm going to have to set that up probably. Obviously need this, the USMC scanner.
Request refueling.
My guy here is going to trusty crayons.
Copy.
Never leaves home without them. He's obviously going to eat them later for his breakfast or his lunch or dinner. I don't even know what
Refueling
time it
complete.
is. Zulu times 13:26. So it must be like 5 o'clock or something, because this is in Georgia, innit?
Rearming complete.
I've accidentally took laser missiles on that side, but it'll not make a difference. So everyone's good, I'm going to take off. Check this. So I'm heading to battle point 55. And that'll be the entry to the reservoir. So I'm going to pick up, take off. Hopefully this guy follows me without crashing or destroy this helicopter in some wild, weird way. Pick up. And I'm just straight out of here. Pick up speed, try and get some translational lift. We're good. I was going to float it under that power line. I don't want to test the power right now when I could be quite heavy. Under there. Good. Now I can lift. Get back, climbing. A good job I refueled because I've not turned the APU on. I might make like a proper kneeboard checklist for this. Right now I only have a start one, but it's terrible. It does not make sense for some reason. It's force trim here to just get us going straight. There we go. And now I can start setting things up. So fire control radar, it's not powered. Util pinned, unpin that. Just gonna start it up. Arm the flares and chaff. Come back to here. Turn the lights off. Because I'm basically about to get into combat, so turn the formation lights to half brightness. That way my wingman can see me wherever he is. There we go. I quite like the USMC skin for the Apache, besides the banter, the Crayola banter. FCR. I'm going to use a mode on this which is called C-scope, and that's just going to basically slave the TADs, like the sight in the front, to the radar, which means I can interrogate targets. So anything the fire control radar locks onto, I'll be able to see and make sure that I'm not blowing up some innocent person, obviously, so, which is important. Which I doubt is going to happen as DCS, but I like to play it like that. As we go. And the FCR. So C-scope. Select the FCR. Or the fire control radar. Master arm on, because I'm getting close to the dam. Select missiles. I'm going to try and gain a bit of altitude.
Radar, 12 o'clock, searching.
Contact bearing 3405.1. Contact bearing 3405.1.
Just tell my
Contact bearing 3404.1.
Flight
cover me.
I don't know why that's
2,
happening.
roger. 2, contact bearing 353.5.
Then I'll hit link. There we go. So I can actually interrogate the targets. I do know that's hostile, so I'm just going to fire right now. It should automatically switch.
3 Delta. Recently revealing chaos flight.
Yacht 2, Pirate X-ray, radars out of action. Proceed to battle point 54.
That should be that position smashed pretty much. Switch back to the radar. Just keep flying. Just got a target again. Somewhere. Shuffle away a bit, so we can get a better view here. So it says that's a tracked vehicle, and it is in the forest, so I'm going to engage that. Looks like a good hit. Switch to gun, make sure the helmet mounted sight is the sensor of interest. Hopefully the wingman does a run in there and gets to that guy. Is anybody left? And switch sensor of interest back to the radar. Start scanning with the radar again. Reselect missile.
2, engaging air defenses. 2, missile away. 2, rejoin. 2.
I'll do a quick orbit. Just give the wingman a bit of time to catch up, and I can try and gain some altitude. Here we go.
2, contact bearing 01242.
So to do this thing with the radar and the TAD sensor, there should be tutorials for that online. So if you search for C-scope AH64D kind of thing, then this should come up for you. I've got no idea what that target is. Where even is that? just going to switch to the front right quick. Good. Because there was no armour or anything like that, we need to basically interrogate that target visually. Because the fire control radar wouldn't like obviously lock onto that. Automatically at least.
Contact bearing 04343.
The fire control radar has a range of 6 kilometers for stationary targets and 8 kilometers for moving targets. So, which is quite a distance to be fair. It doesn't look like it from there, but it is. Try and get somebody so I'm starting to feel like I'm getting a bit close in.
Engaging air defenses. 2. Contact bearing 05141.
Is it below me?
2. Missile away.
What? That is indeed.
Rotor RPM high. Rotor RPM low.
2. Engaging air defenses. Running in. 2. Contact bearing 06340. 2. Rejoin. 2.
He's gonna get shot if he's not careful. I must have selected that about 15 times there, but for some reason it's not worked.
Rotor RPM high. Rotor RPM low.
Hopefully my wingman is still alive. There's a really awkward way to engage them. What is that? Hopefully that ain't what's left of him. Oh shit, that is the air defence, I think. Oh, I'm close. Did not realise it was as close as that. For a target like that, I really don't want to use the cannon, because I don't want to get that close. So what I'll do is, I'll come back, get some cover from a hover, and use a laser hellfire to take it out. So you can see right now, like, I know what to do, but I'm not, because I'm just learning this helicopter still, I'm not as smooth as what I would like to be. Especially when it comes to switching different systems and stuff like that, I can just be a bit slow. Which is normal, I mean. Especially if you're just learning. Just really do not want to go out there too much because
Copy. Slowing down. Speed set.
tunnels.
Coming right. Holding this heading. Coming right. Stop and turn.
Using the George AI is really difficult at first, but once you learn a bit of it and start to understand it's quite easy.
On heading. Turning to right. Coming right. Sliding left. Roger. Stop and turn.
That did not go to plan.
Coming left. On heading. Coming left. On heading. Coming left. Holding this heading. Coming left. At requested heading. Coming left. At requested heading.
So that's one of the anti-aircraft guns. I actually think that my wingman's been shot down. But so that one's definitely still active. So we'll engage that. So laser hellfire, we're good. Watch that.
Push to LZ.
Roger. Aligning. Sliding right. Roger, stopping.
So what I'm doing right now is I have this
Roger, stopping.
set so that my pilot will align
Sliding
to the
right.
TAD sensor. So all I need to do is tell him to shift
Roger,
right, and
stopping.
then I just turn, aim, and just keep doing that. That way I can maintain cover and I'm always facing the target. And if I get worried, then all I need to do is tell him to hover left and we can tuck back into cover. Splash. There's a guy there. I'm not going to waste a missile on one man though. I'll be able to get him quite easy. So now I'm just going to tell him to fly forward and I'll control the gun.
Copy, speeding up. Copy, speeding up. Copy, speeding up.
Let's come up a bit to about 1500 feet.
Copy, increasing altitude.
Select the gun.
Speed set. On course.
Gauge this guy.
At altitude.
Wow, that was miles off. Dead.
Chevy. Passing waypoint 3 at 2,500.
And I'll just get in low with the pilot and see what I can do. Only got 31 rounds left, but not many pulp flights. Kind of wondering if they've got the FARP set up yet. So I think a Chinook's going to come in and drop people there.
Waypoint 4 at 2,500.
Just fly around. That's crazy, my wingman gets shot down. That's never happened before. To be fair, it was quite aggressive towards what was basically two AAA emplacements. Try and get a bit of altitude again. Still got plenty of fuel.
Chevy 1, passing waypoint 5 at 2,200.
Those X's are previous radar targets I've hit, I suspect, because that's the link feature where you can see where you've hit with the fire control radar.
Chevy 1, passing waypoint 6 at 2,300.
Got a saw something down there, what's that? Whatever it is, it ain't alive anyway. I don't even have my hands on the controls right now, I'm just letting her fly. Just left the trim and a left bank turn, so...
Chevy 1, passing waypoint 7 at 2,200.
I'm trying to keep an eye out for tracers, so... if any of the ground units run into trouble along this route, then I can help, but... I don't see any.
Chevy 1, passing waypoint 8 at 2,200.
RPM high. Rotor RPM high. Rotor RPM high. Rotor RPM high.
Just need to be careful because I think he last reported was at 2,800 or something like that, which is right where I'm at. I'm gonna go and try and rearm. I don't think I'm needed very much up there anyway. It's just taking forever. Got a whole pilot on, so altitude and attitude hold. It should just mean that I don't really need to do much. Hopefully. Turn that off. Go back. I think that's the fog doing that. It's telling me I've got that on, but for some reason I think I'm drifting right. Quite clearly drifting right. So I'm gonna land anyway.
RPM high. Rotor RPM high.
If it was going to VRS there, it was close. Hopefully this works. I've only used 5% of gas. So Village 2 is the insurgent base.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Copy.
Nice. The first time I did this mission it never worked when I tried to rearm here. For some reason. I'd rather be going with at least some radar missiles. Well, I have one there, but may not be enough.
Refueling complete. Rearming complete.
Request rearming.
Got to reload the gun.
Copy.
A cannon. I mean, it is a cannon, but so reload the cannon, get back up. I really don't know what I'm going to do with this recording once I'm done with it. I don't know if I'm going to chop it up or just keep it full length and just let people as they watch it kind of skip through it and
Rearming complete.
just put some timestamps for them. Threat assessment, BMP-1, technical vehicle with heavy MG. Several armed personnel sighted, suspected armed trucks present, manpads not seen but probable. Okay. Just pick it up and go. I mean, you'd think it would be a lot heavier than this, because it is 10, 12 missiles, so. But I mean, it still is some decent performance right now, so. At least I don't need to roll before I can get into a hover. I can just pick it up straight. That was a mistake for that guy. I'm firing, but
Rotor
nothing's
RPM low.
happening now. Don't know what it means by line of sight invalid. There we go. I need to change my keybind for the sensor select because I'm using a 4-way hat, but it's really hard to get it in the right spot because of the shape of the hat. There we go. I don't know why that guy would pick that fight. I mean, it's not very realistic that you're going to be able to fight that. One guy versus an attack helicopter. He's armed with an AK. Unless it's Brambo. I did not expect that. So there I'm just selecting automatic ranging. Instead of, because it was manual 1500, that's why I could not hit that guy even though I was trying to kind of aim a bit below. Because the manual automatically sets the range to 1500 meters. Check where village 2 is. Should be easy enough to remember that. Although we'll just make a point. What is that? House. Or was that fire? Good Lord, it's a fire! Video sold. that's up there. Through the target, then straight up. There's the third kind of river up. So add a point there, a target point, and then at least I know when I'm close. I accidentally put one somewhere random there. It's fine. I did forget to change the TSD to TAC. It's kinda dumb. So that's me at least got a map marker roughly where that point should be. Set up the fire control radar again. See scopes active. Link that. Need to keep an eye out for missile launches. Although the RWR kind of, another RWR, I suppose it's this, the CMWS, warns you if there's a missile launch. Now you have time to flare and go evasive basically. Sometimes it auto flares for you, so if you don't react in time, it'll just pop flares. Really early sometimes because you get a bit startled because it's so unexpected. Sometimes you're like, where could a missile be coming from? You start looking before you start popping flares. But realistically, the first thing, as soon as the system tells you there's a missile coming, pop flares and start manoeuvring. Don't ask where's the missile coming from, just anticipate roughly where you reckon it might be coming from and you check the map. bit to go yet, but I'm gonna scout a bit. From here. Some really strange stuff coming from the helicopter right now. Right, it should be good now. There you go. So, in a hover, roughly. Come right a bit.
Coming right. Holding this heading. Coming right. On heading.
Just gonna scan around here to see. I'll just start moving up.
Copy. Speeding up. Copy. Speeding up.
Get a bit of altitude going.
Copy. Increasing altitude. Copy. Coming up. Speed set. At altitude. We don't have sufficient power to fly any slower with our current gross weight. Copy. Slowing down. Speed set. Coming left. On heading.
Just hope I see something kinda soon because it's getting a bit worrying. I'm getting a bit close for comfort up here.
Our gross weight is too. We don't have enough power under these conditions to fly that slow.
Man, you do have enough power, I
Turn
don't
and
know what's
direct.
doing that.
Coming left. At requested heading. Coming left. Copy. Slow. Stop and turn. At requested speed. Coming left.
Missile, forward left.
Stop and turn.
But that was scary. At least I know there's missiles up there now, and I know roughly where they are. I can kind of hide a bit. In an ideal scenario, I would have the sun to my back, but I don't think that's going to happen. Back to the front. Good here. Right.
Sliding right. Roger, stopping. Roger, aligning. too heavy to hover any higher. Sliding right. Roger, stopping. Our gross weight is too high to climb vertically under these conditions. Sliding right. Roger, stopping. Sliding right. Roger, stopping. We're too heavy to hover any higher. Sliding right.
I think you need to update the
Roger,
autopilot
stopping.
because, or not the autopilot, the George AI pilot, because we can easily hover higher than this. I don't know why it's not letting me. It's a bit strange.
Sliding right. Roger, stopping.
Get me there. I need to try and just put as much power in as I can and try and get up there. So I've got a top view because I'm getting really obscured by trees and stuff like that. Perfect. I'm going to switch the TV, just see if I can get a better view on that. Ah, there we go. Guy's got an RPG or something. Try a high impact on this. But that guy's dead anyway. So I'm assuming that's an ammo truck or something like that. It was a bit strange.
We're too heavy to hover any higher.
Brother.
Sliding left.
No, you're not.
Roger, stopping.
Strange. Using the AI pilot because it's like right now, for some reason, kind of shifts and then sinks for some reason. Good hit. So I'm wondering if that was not a man pad and it was actually that BMP that was firing on me, because I can see it's got like one of the kind of wire guided missiles on it. So it might have been that guy, although there's been quite an extreme lack of infantry. Can you stop sinking, brother? Look, every time sinks and then comes back up. I'm getting nervous in case it sinks into the trees. Bingo. Where would that be though? Right in front. Okay. Ideally, I would use a missile on them, but that's a waste. So I'm just gonna ramble a bit. Hopefully this goes to plan.
Rotor RPM high.
So the plan is to come in super duper low and fast here. And just bring myself up right into them and blow them away basically with the cannon. And just keep an eye out for any other targets. Just go down and check the rest and see if I can maybe draw some fire. I don't know if that is what I want to be doing, but So that's me destroyed the insurgent stronghold. Mission's basically done. So I'm just gonna fly back, land in Farp, London. Try and rest a bit. I've just got the autopilot modes on right now, trying to kind of chill while I go back. Kind of wait, get some blood flowing. Those shadows are crazy. It was insane. Did not look very realistic. I'm just sitting here imagining what it would be like right now if a missile just popped out nowhere. Probably got a fright. I just said missile. I'm gonna have to dive. Like earlier, that was quite scary earlier. Because I did not expect it. At this point it's pretty much just RTB, so it's gonna be quite boring. That's why I'm just using the autopilot, just letting it kind of do its own thing. Speed up a bit, it's gonna help. It's taking forever. Why is it doing that? For some reason it keeps popping at altitude hold, even though I'm trying to make it easier for it to actually maintain the altitude. I don't know what that's all about. So right there. We're getting a bit of turbulence off that hill kind of spot. I know where it is. Really struggling to maintain that altitude, that's weird. The velocity vector's away. But I think it's turbulence from the mountains or something like that, I don't know what that is. It's been a long mission. Still drifting. That's better. Just hold it there. Engage our attitude hold. Should be good. There we go. Drop into this valley. That's far ponding right there. What's behind those power lines somewhere? I'm still a bit shocked that the wingman gets shot down. I don't know why. When they have missiles and stuff like that, they would be so aggressive, especially against Tripoli. I mean, they really cut you to pieces in a helicopter if you're not careful. There you go. bit easier. Messed that up. Should probably have turned that off. I got that close, but that'll do it. Sure, I could just do this. That was not as bad as I thought it was going to be, that mission. Besides my wingman getting shot down, that was crazy. Should really have had the nav lights back on. And voila, that's that mission done. It was a lot more intense than I expected it to be. The missile alert was quite scary. So how long did that take? 1712. So nearly 2 hours. Mission end. So that would have been 1 hour and 54 minutes.